OpenAI just made a move that will change how people plan, design, and execute work on the internet. And yes, this move just gives them a lead that's hard to reach. This change isn't explosive or dramatic, but it fundamentally changes how chat-based apps work at scale. And in the next 4 minutes, I'll tell you exactly what changed and why it matters. Welcome, and today we will discuss OpenAI's magnum opus. OpenAI just opened ChatGPT's app ecosystem to outside developers. So now everyone can now submit their apps to be available inside ChatGPT. They introduced apps inside ChatGPT this year only, and now they're opening up to outside developers. Now, on the surface, this looks harmless, a protective update to their already existing app system. And now everyone can integrate their app inside it. But companies don't open ecosystem unless behavior is about to shift. And now, by opening their apps ecosystem to devs, they've announced this is not just some random update to see what sticks. This is a systematic shift towards something larger. Let's reflect for a moment upon how we use the web and AI apps like ChatGPT or Gemini. When we open Google, we expect a bunch of links, and then you can navigate them however you decide. You don't open Google to think, you open ChatGPT to think. We ideate there, think, reflect, change, give shapes to our thought, and then move those thoughts into wherever we like. You brainstorm inside ChatGPT, then you leave to actually do the work. Notice how we abandon GPT as soon as we're beyond the ideation phase? They are not trying to change that by introducing apps. Now they're not positioning themselves as simply a chat app anymore, but more, way more than a simple chat app can be. Apps are not the story, they're a bridge between ideas and action. And now that bridge lives inside one app. Before this, ChatGPT only generated ideas. Now it participates in execution. Now that a little bit of execution moves inside the same space, it starts to create something. I think you know the word. Come on. You know it, I know it. Let's just say it. The ecosystem. They are in the beginning stages of this, but this will happen. And this idea in itself is not sinister, but a continuation of such a technology. This was the inevitability we were all moving toward, and now we can see some pieces of it falling into place. But how is OpenAI beating their competitors at this? These are the beginning grounds, and you can see this clearly if you zoom out just a little bit. OpenAI is offering 1 year free Go subs to other countries. Countries like India, where adoption rate is the highest. Other companies are also trying to offer free things in one way or another. At this stage, monetization is not a priority. At least not right now. Right now, it's about default positioning. This is why free access matters early. It's not for the money, it's for habit. Revenue does not matter at this stage. Default behavior does. Once something becomes default, monetization, that comes easy. If all this comes to fruition, OpenAI is going to influence what gets surfaced with this new age of users, how they get exposed to what, and in how much capacity. They get to recommend tools they think are the best. And recommending power is quiet, but it's great power. And we all know with great power comes great responsibility. But is OpenAI ready to take on that responsibility? Because if OpenAI becomes the default for what essentially will be the equivalent of the web revolution, they better be ready for the responsibility that comes along with it. This isn't something new. All this has happened before when www took over the entire world. First, it was just websites, just some text and images, then more functionality, more interactability, and now full-on games running on the web, full-on production suites running on the web. This move by OpenAI is in the exact same boat. It's starting something that will change the entire landscape one way or another. How we interact with other apps and services is going to change forever. And OpenAI is here to make sure that you choose them as the default when the time comes. This is not a launch. This is a start of a lock-in. If you like this video, I'm pretty sure you're going to like this one. So give it a try.